I was with this man pretty much 24/7 for 14 years. In order for me to go out with him and have fun, or at least try to have fun, I had to get so drunk. And obviously that's an issue.
What? She traded 14 years of stability for single life freedom and somehow made herself the victim.
Okay, so I haven't talked about this anywhere, and I am aware that there's people who know me and who know him that are watching my videos, and I'm trying to be respectful because I don't want any drama and I don't want to talk bad about him. He is a great guy, but I want to share my story. So I'm just going to give you guys like a quick rundown on what happened. At the beginning of this year, we were having a lot of fights. We were just bickering a lot. It got to a point where like I didn't even want to hear him talk. I would get so annoyed. I was just so unhappy and stressed out all the time. That's when I decided that I needed to make friends. I wanted to get out and do fun things, and we did try to do fun things together, but it just didn't work. It was causing more fights than anything. Another thing that I admit is that in order for me to go out with him and have fun, or at least try to have fun, I had to get so drunk. And obviously that's an issue. My anxiety was so bad, I ended up in a hospital for 2 days due to a severe panic attack. And when that happened, I realized that I was unhappy and I needed to change something.
He thought they were working through standard marriage issues while she was actively slamming shots just to survive a trip to Applebee's with him.
So I told him, I was like, hey, like I'm unhappy. I need space. I don't know what we have to do, but like we need to do something. So he ended up going to his parents. Parents told him, leave her for a month, no contact, don't help her with anything. Let her figure it out on her own. When I heard this, I was like, bring it on. I could do everything on my own because I have been since I was like a little girl. I've always taken care of myself. I had a really messed up childhood, so I'm very hyper independent. So anyways, he left and he only lasted 3 days. After 3 days, he came back and he told me, he's like, I don't want to be at my parents. I don't want to do this. I knew that I needed more time because when he left, that was the first time in pretty much years that I felt at peace. So I knew that my issue was the relationship. He didn't want to stay at his parents, which is totally understandable. So I told him I'll leave. I got a hotel room. The plan was for me to stay at the hotel room for a month and take my time, come back after a month and try to date, right? Because the issue with me and him is that we never really dated. We never had that like initial attraction because we met online. He flew to California to pick me up and we were immediately roommates. So the plan was to like come back, try to date, try to see if we can fix it. While I was gone that month, I just became a different person. I don't want to say I became a different person. I think I just decided just to be myself. The peace and happiness that I felt when I left, well, makes me want to cry.
The poor guy missed her in 72 hours, came running back, and she immediately booked a 30-day hotel stay to escape his breathing.
So I knew that my issue was the relationship, right? I didn't want to be in that relationship, and I didn't know until I left. I was with this man pretty much 24/7 for 14 years. I never really had my independence, my space. So when I finally got it, I realized that that was the issue for me. And I'm hoping that this is making sense. I'm just kind of ranting. So anyways, after that month, I told him, I can't do this. The thought about going back brought me to tears. And I did have this conversation with him and I was like, I can't do this. So I ended up extending my stay at the hotel room for another month while I looked for my own place. And I did. I found my own place pretty quickly. I moved in here, my apartment, at the beginning of May. So I left March, And then by the beginning of May, I already had like my apartment all set up. And I've been on my own since then. I've had ups, I've had downs, but I am so happy. I don't regret anything. It does suck at times to be alone, but I am surrounded by people who love me. I've made amazing friends who are there for me no matter what. And again, I wouldn't change anything because I am finally happy. I'm finally at peace. Yes, I miss my dogs.
14 years down the drain because she got one taste of solo Airbnb vibes, bought a houseplants aesthetic, and realized she preferred quiet over commitment.
Yes, sometimes I think about my past life with him, and not me and him, but like his entire family. Nobody has reached out to me, which is fine, but it kind of hurts a little bit because I was part of that family for 14 years and they just threw me away like I was garbage.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Not one person reached out to see if I was okay.
She personally nuked his entire world, moved into her own apartment to start hitting the dating apps, and is genuinely offended his mother didn't send her an edible arrangement. The entitlement here is on a national level.
So yeah, that's a long story short explanation of what happened. Obviously he's heartbroken. I didn't even answer your question. He's heartbroken. He's struggling. He's having a hard time, but I truly believe that he's going to be okay, and he's going to find the person that truly loves him and gives him what he wants and needs.
She completely wrecked his life for a temporary vibe shift, but her closing argument reveals she knew she was the problem all along. Stick around to watch her try to turn abandoning a good man into a self-care victory. Smash that like button, subscribe for more breakdowns, and comment below. Did she find herself or just throw away a gem? See you next time.
Because I wasn't that person. 100%, I did not give him what he wanted and what he needed. And now that I'm out of that marriage and dating, I realize that when you're with the right person, you're going to want to do things for that person that show them that you love them. And I was not that for him. And it would have been unfair for me to try to work through it or try to fix things when there was no reason, right? Because of how I felt. And I remember when I was struggling with all of this, the people that I was venting to would tell me like, well, you need to work on your marriage. You both need to work on getting to the point where you guys were happy. But the issue is that we were never happy like that. We were just roommates. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Like, we were just roommates. There was nothing else there, at least for me on my end. And I'm assuming for his end too, because then we would have talked about this before. But all right, I'm gonna go because I don't even know if I'm making any sense.